In light of recent natural disasters around the world, the question of how are we prepared back at home comes to mind for many. CBS 4's Joel Flores explains what plan is in place for the worst.
We could be in the same situation that the Houston and the coastal Bend area and also East Texas was impacted by.
With recent hurricanes and earthquakes wreaking havoc across the globe, the Hidalgo County Emergency Management Department continues to take the steps to make sure their area is prepared. The county's emergency response plan is broken up into 12 sections, including ways to respond to incidents such as dealing with hazardous material, an evacuation or rescue operation.
We had the explosion in Progreso. We have major wildfires and fires that can create problems for residences, neighborhoods, things of that nature. So our plan has to be able to cover not just a hurricane, but it has to be able to cover other kinds of disasters, man-made disasters, law enforcement disasters.
Hidalgo County Emergency Management Coordinator Ricardo Saldaña says they are able to respond to a disaster for up to 120 hours. Evacuation routes are also included in their emergency plan.
Highway 77, 83, 281 north. 77 is cut off at 186 and thrown back west to 281. Because of the potential threat along the coast, depending on where the impact area.
In the event of a disaster, the Red Cross would open emergency shelters west of Mercedes.
We have trained some of our individuals in shelter management, so we're trying to get ahead of the game before we have something like happened in Houston or happened in Puerto Rico.
George Garrett, the emergency management coordinator for both the city of Donna and Mercedes, says although the last significant impact to the valley was Hurricane Dolly, it's never too early to be prepared at home.
Know where they're going to go. Teach your children what it's all about, what they're going to experience. Make sure that you have canned goods and water on hand that you can be able to sustain yourself for at least 5 days.
In Hidalgo County, Joel Flores, CBS 4 News and ValleyCentral.com.
Emergency officials say shelters west of Mercedes would open depending on the magnitude of the disaster.